Hello everyone, my name's Ilo. If you've never seen me before, that's because I've never uploaded anything before. But, hey, great things start small, don't they? Now, I am very excited about this series. I'm really excited about it. I've been thinking about running this series for so long, trying to figure out the logistics of it, and now I think I'm finally ready to actually get things started. But you might be asking yourself, Ilo, what is this series? Well, as you can tell by the title, this is a UHC series. For those that don't know, UHC stands for Ultra Hardcore. Unlike normal hardcore, that means that natural regeneration is turned off, which basically means I can't heal. Other than the regeneration potion effect or other magical means, food healing, gone. But that is not the part that I'm most excited about. The part that I'm most excited about is that due to this extra challenge, I know my time is limited. And when that time finally does come, I will accept my death with open arms, and I will pass this world on to those that will come after. If you have watched UHC Generations or Minecraft Inheritance, both of which are great, you should watch those. They're very good. This is very obviously inspired by them. I don't mean to steal ideas directly, but when I see a good idea, I'm like, I want to do that. That looks cool. That looks fun. And I have an idea of how to make it just a little bit more unique. Because when I die, I will not be passing on this world to just one person. I will be passing on this world to a team of inheritors, specifically 3 of them. I will choose 3 people to replace me. As more and more people join, each person that dies has a chance to be able to invite more than one person to replace them. So the total number of players on this SMP will grow. Right now it's not an SMP, right now it's single player. This is just my single player world. But when I die, that will change. I want to talk a little bit more about what is unique about this server in terms of just gameplay changes from vanilla. Almost everything is exactly as vanilla. I don't have any changes to the way that the game works, other than a few very slight modifications. The first of which, and probably the most important for this series, is the inclusion of universal graves. Basically, when I die, instead of my items scattering all over the place and potentially being lost, those are going to be historical artifacts. I don't want to run the risk of them despawning because somebody couldn't find them within 5 minutes. So there's going to be a server-side gravestone mod included in this SMP. That way, my stuff can always be retrievable. The important things like this wooden pickaxe right here, this wooden pickaxe, I intend to preserve it. It's the first tool of this world, and it's going up on like an item frame on the wall or something. And I don't really want to run the risk of my good gear or any book I might rate, because I intend to keep a journal as well, an in-game journal. Now, on top of the gravestone mod, there are 2 other mods I want to talk about, one of which is also very important for this series. Hold on. I'm going to take a quick break from explaining the mods to say, unpopular opinion time, I think the addition of copper tools and armor is a great idea. And I'll tell you why. Typically, when I'm starting, I find myself getting a lot of copper and very, very few iron, right? And the little bit of iron I get, I usually put it towards a pickaxe and a shield if I can afford it, maybe a sword, but I already have more than enough copper to make a full set of armor. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the important stuff. The mods that are on this server. There really are only 3 of them, one of which is the Universal Graves mod, and one of which is the Hardcore Totem Nerf mod. Now this mod does a lot of things, and most of them are disabled. The important thing to know here is that a Totem of Undying, when it pops, will take away a whole heart. If you want to rely on totems to avoid death, well, there's going to be a price to pay. Now this isn't permanent per se. It won't come back on its own, but you can get that heart back by eating an enchanted golden apple. That'll give you a heart back up to your maximum of 10. You can't go over 10 by eating golden apples, meaning both totems and golden apples will be very important. And the third and final server-side mod, remember, none of these need to be installed on your client to actually join the SMP. The third and final one is Husks Drops Sand. This is a very small mod. It just makes it so that Husks, that they drop sand. which means you can actually infinitely farm sand in this world. It's not a limited resource, and you aren't limited to just completely decimating a desert for it. Other than those 3 mods, absolutely nothing is different than vanilla gameplay. Oh, it's already getting dark. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need that coal to make torches. Let's do that. And then I'll cut down some more trees. So that way we can have enough charcoal to smelt up our copper for some armor. And I need to focus on shelter for the night. I don't really want to spend this night in a 1x2 hole in the ground. That's not a good way to start this. I'm gonna be a little bit more brave than that. Nope. That's a sheep. There's 3 sheep. Who needs iron? I have bloodlust. Let's go. Alright. Oh man, those guys are too close. Too close for comfort. There we go. Oh, should they see me? Come on. Cool. You've been thwarted. You stay away from me. Day 1. That is the end of day 0, I suppose. Now, one thing I'm going to need to find pretty quickly here is a dark oak forest, because mushroom stew is going to be my best friend. If you're unfamiliar, you can craft suspicious stew with a specific flower in order to get a specific potion effect. So our best way to get early game heals is going to be with Suspicious Stew and the regeneration potion effect given by the Oxide Daisy. I didn't see any Oxide Daisies in that plains I spawned in, but I'm going to go back and double check, because those are going to save us a ton of time, and I'm so glad I didn't take any damage there. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, that should be the last here. I don't like leaving floating trees. And my axe broke. Ooh, apple. Apple. That's also very important, because if we can get some gold, we can make ourselves some gapples. And those give us regeneration. Now, I'm not quite ready to go mining for gold just yet, but yeah. Anyway, now that we've gotten over some of the basic changes to the gameplay that's going to happen in this SMP, let's talk a little bit about the rules of lineages. After I die, I'm gonna host this server. I'm gonna stick around as an admin, and I'm not gonna interfere. No way. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm gonna stay a neutral party to all of the weird nonsense that the rest of my kin have come up with. However, I will be keeping track of the whitelist. Oh yes, there is one more part about this. I am super excited to see what kind of weird storylines pop up out of this SMP. Everything will be unscripted. At least I won't script anything. If other players that join later decide that they want to attempt to script things themselves, that's up to them, but they will not receive my help. Now I think we're geared up enough that I can go into this cave and attempt to find some iron. I never actually made any torches. I'm gonna keep this apple around. Try not to eat that, because why are you not... Oh, there is a log left. I've checked like 4 times and I swear I didn't see it there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. I'm gonna make some torches real quick. I do have a dynamic lights mod installed, so having this torch in my offhand should help a little bit in the caves. There it is. Now, I really just want some iron. But that is a lot of dripstone. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay, I don't think there is anywhere down there that is safe for me to drop. So I'm gonna try and find a different cave to explore. If that's okay with you, I'm gonna head the heck out. Oh, wait, I totally... These are Oxide Daisies. Oh, these are important. I almost just walked right by them. I probably walked right by a bunch earlier. Y'all are probably screaming at me. Is that an Oxide Daisy? It looks like an Oxide Daisy. Also, I grabbed that mushroom because, well, we're gonna need it for Suspicious Stew. Oh, wait, is that a village? Oh, let's go. Alright, good start, good start. Oh, there is one other, actually, now that we've spotted a village, there is one other thing that is different about this playthrough. It's a vanilla change. However, it's a vanilla change I personally really enjoy and I think is good for the longevity of any server. And that is, we've got the villager trade rebalance on. I'm not going to be able to just cycle through a library villager until I get mending. I am going to actually need to get a swamp villager if I want mending, which I think is a huge boon to the longevity of a playthrough. If you find yourself struggling with the 2-week Minecraft phase, give that a shot. Seriously. I have been playing on another server with my friends. Did I make 2 copper swords? Whatever. I've been playing on another server with my friends for a while, and that server, we have the trade rebalance on. And honestly, it has made a huge difference. I'm picking up, just so you know, I'm looking for 3 flowers here. I'm picking all of them up. I've already told you about oxeye daisies. Dandelions are good for saturation stew, for when I'm very, very hungry. I can just eat one and get basically my full hunger back. And poppies I am grabbing so that I can use them as dye. Because if you can't tell, I kind of like things that are orange. Anyway, hello villagers. Welcome. I don't know why I'm welcoming you. I literally just showed up. Bread. Good. Ooh, apples. That'll be good. Potatoes. A feather. I actually do want to have a feather because I want to make a book and quill as soon as possible. I should probably go hunting for, like, squids or something. Is there a chest in here? Oh, that's a lot of apples. And a bundle! Oh, let's go. You might not be understanding why I'm so excited about a bundle, but look at how much space I can clear up in my inventory now. Look at all the space I could make just by throwing some random nonsense into the bundle. I'm gonna dye this bundle. There we go. Cool. And I'm also going to dye my bed. Fantastic. There's a farmer here, so I assume there's a farm, but I haven't seen one. I do not see a farm. Hay bales, though. I'll take those. Ah, there it is. There's the farm. There's the composter. Did somebody step on that potato? Hold on. Did I leave my crafting table over there? And my furnace? Someone else will find it someday. It'll be a relic from this first episode. I want to fix their farm. Here we go. And now it is nighttime. I'm gonna go sleep. Excuse me. Hello. Now, let's see if this cave is a little bit nicer than the last. I should not have done that. Ah! I think that was just delayed fall damage. I'm gonna assume that was just delayed fall damage. Well, that's the first damage I've ever took, and it seems to have been caused to me by a Discord notification. I tried to press W and pressed Q instead. That was only a single piece of iron, and I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright, so I've got 3 iron. There's a cave here I could explore. There's some coal there. I kind of want to block up that lava and make this area safer to traverse down. I've got 3 iron. I could make a pickaxe or I could make a bucket. And honestly, I think the bucket might be a better call at this point. My copper tools will last me a while. I've got plenty of copper. I can always replace them. I can find more iron. I think a bucket is going to help me with survival a lot more. Actually, no. No. Not a bucket. A shield. And the other two I will just hold on to. I know, it's going to take a while to actually vanish or whatever, but it's a pretty deep hole, and it looks like it has decent steps down. If I can just... wait a minute. Idea. Haha. Perfect. Nice little lava cast. I was expecting that to go into a larger cave. Maybe it is going into a larger cave and it would have been on the other side of this lava, but I just blocked it up. That is very much a possibility. Someday we'll find out. Someday someone will mine all this cobble, but it ain't gonna be me. I don't have the time for that. Oh, there's iron right here. Door. I am slow as heck. Door. Oh. Door. I'm gonna just break that. What are you playing with, cat? Seriously? Completely weird cat. Just strangest cat in the world. I'm gonna do something stupid. Worth it. Now, one of these houses is gonna be my house. Just as like a temporary little place. Check out this place. This place looks like it has enough room for two of us. Hey buddy, is there a spot up here for me? Not yet, but I can make there one. God, I can't craft. Really? Alright, my cat has decided that he needs to play with my mouse hand. Can you hear him? Creature. I'm gonna put you in the game. I'm gonna tame an orange cat and name him George, because that is my cat's name in real life, and he is very orange, both visually and mentally. I am going to step away for a little bit so that I can get some food, and I will be back and finish this. I should have eaten before recording, but oh well. Goodbye.